ZZ109FM, hottest radio station on the planet. This is Elsie Jenkins. It is October. Very busy 2025 year. Every time you wake up, there's something new going on the planet that isn't good news. And the bad news is everywhere. Lord have mercy. So we got a good talk radio session for you. We've got 10th grade education Bob in the house. Bob, how you feeling over there? Oh, Miss Jenkins, I'm feeling pretty good. I see you over there working on your prize picks. Are you winning anything? No. I'm missing it by one. Every time. I think this prize picks is fixed. Well, I learned my lesson. Missing it by one every time, there's a pattern going on. There's a pattern. Lord have mercy. Also in the studio with us is Loratti. Loratti's in the house. How you doing there, Loratti? You've been working. Saw your tribute you did for a wonderful D'Angelo that left us here unexpectedly. Thought it was a very nice tribute you did there, Loratti. Miss Jenkins, thank you. Thank you very much. Definitely didn't see that coming. Kind of got sideswiped on that. D'Angelo kind of laid back, kind of quiet over the years, but didn't expect him to leave so soon. No, we don't expect that. In fact, we should be on that level of mindset that we're not promised tomorrow, and we should be doing everything we can today to do the best we can to accomplish our goals, to make ourselves happy in the end. You've got to be happy in the end. You can't make everybody else happy. You can't make the world happy. And as I looked at D'Angelo's life and situation with music and his perfectionist ideology and his mindset that a lot of people couldn't understand. Everyone wants it now. They want to rush. But certain artists you can't rush. When they're ready to provide music, they're ready to provide it. You just can't rush every artist. Some artists feel like their work isn't ready, but you can listen to it and you'd be like, well, it sounds good to me. But you're not the artist. A lot of people didn't understand that about D'Angelo. And I don't know his whole story, so maybe one day we'll get some insight on what he had to deal with in his lifetime. Hopefully we will get some specifics on that. All right, but our show is very simple today. We got some areas of concern we're going to go over, and as you can see right now, we want to motivate you also. This beautiful house we're looking at is a home in North Carolina. It's a home that anyone listening can own. So you don't have to live in an apartment on top of an apartment on top of an apartment in a row of apartments in a community of apartments. You should feel like you deserve better than that. You don't have to stay in Section 8 all your damn life like some people around here. Like 10th grade education, Bob stays in 10th grade most of his damn life and won't graduate. No, you've got to want more in life. You start somewhere. That's what we all have to do. We all have to start somewhere, but you don't have to end there. Small steps to get to your goals. You can get there. Anyone listening can own this house. Or a house like it. You don't have to limit yourselves, people. And that's what we're doing on the planet. We are limiting what we can have on the planet based on the way we do things and based on our actions. There's two ways to do things. You do it your way or you do it the right way. And there's two things your actions can do. They either support you or they go against you. So this life we're living out here is very simple, yet people complicate it by making the wrong decisions. People complicate it with their actions. All right, so we're moving on because I want people to see on these talk radio shows that there's more to life than what you see. You have to get out and explore the world and see that there's more to life than what you see. You can have more in life than what you see. And you simply have to visualize it, and you have to come up with a plan to achieve it. It's just that simple. All right, ZZ109 FM. This is the talk radio side of things. I'm Elsie Jenkins here. We're going to go over some areas here that I think we've been going over, but we're going to induce some more scenarios that are still causing problems across the planet. You got 3 black girls in Oakland attacked, stabbed by a white man. Now, does it matter what color these people are? In this situation, it does if you're being targeted. That's important to know. When you leave your home, if there's a specific enemy out to get you, you have to know a description of what this enemy is, if possible, to determine how to defend yourself against this enemy. Now, could anybody target you? A Chinese man, a pale-skinned Indian, a black man? Of course. But the idea is, don't take it for granted that you have all these different options. Take it for granted that you get the intel that a specific enemy is targeting you. So, this person didn't know these 3 black women, but video is everywhere. And the first thing that we need to make sure we're aware of is that there's video everywhere. So if you're in a subway somewhere, be mindful that there's video everywhere. You also gotta try to determine who's around you. Now, a subway is a very difficult place to determine this because at any given time, it could be filled with people supposedly doing the same thing you're doing, which is traveling from point A to point B. But there's some people on the planet that have other agendas. So we have to be mindful when we leave the house that we're out to do what most people are doing, but we have to be alert to those that have agendas. Now, after the fact, which is what they can't see, after they're stabbed and released from the planet, we see video of this person that basically targeted them, followed them, basically found an opportunity and attacked them. And then had the nerve to flee, thinking that he was scot-free in what he had did. Well, the bottom line is there's cameras everywhere. So luckily the cameras told a story. And the story led them to this person who they finally caught. And when I look at the video of the women on the subway, they had a good game plan because they weren't in a position where their backs were towards people in the subway. It was only a few people, a handful of people. So you can see who your threats are in the video. But you always have to have a red flag an alert when you see someone with glasses on and a hoodie and it's not raining? Doesn't mean anything necessarily, but when you have glasses on and a hoodie, you're trying to conceal something. Doesn't mean anything, but 9 times out of 10, it's a red flag. Now, this was missed, and to say that it was missed is an understatement because anyone can wear a hoodie. So you have to still continue on with your goal, which is to get to point B. So they exit the subway, and the attack happened pretty quickly after they exited the subway. The bottom line is, no matter where you're going, no matter what your plans are, you must always come up with a strategy in 2025 as to how to identify, and if you identify a potential threat, what is your game plan? What is your game plan? One thing I notice is sometimes people are afraid to pull out their cameras and take a picture of people, but I don't have a problem with that. Sometimes when you're somewhere and you're in a situation where you only have a few people there, take out your camera and take quick pictures of the people on the subway. No one knows what you're doing. You could be looking at your phone, but in the meantime, take pictures of these people. It could be nothing, or it could be something. Sometimes when you have your camera out like that, people see the camera out. They may not know what's going on, but then they may double back on their attempt to attack you or rob you, because you may have footage of them. Whatever you can do to put the odds in your favor. Grandma, I gotta agree with you. Lately, I've been pulling out my camera and doing a lot of just random recording, like in Sam's Club, different places. Just yesterday, I was sitting in my vehicle, and this little short 5-foot Spanish guy with a hat over his head, like one of those military kind of jungle hats. Couldn't see his face. He had a backpack. He had a little bag like he'd been to the store, and he had another bag with him. So it just seemed like he had a couple of bags more than normal. No big deal. But as he kept walking, he started walking towards the woods. So luckily I was just sitting there watching, and I was wondering if he was going to go walk in the woods. And sure enough, he walked into the woods. Now you got to imagine some woods, pretty dense woods, next to a building like the post office in a busy area, but woods nonetheless. The kind of woods that you just wouldn't walk into. It wasn't a park trail. It was straight up woods. And he walked straight in there like he had been there before and knew where he was going. So you never know what you're going to get when you're going to get it. Have your camera ready. And I missed that opportunity because he was walking with a nice pace. But he was walking towards the, his pathway was going straight towards the woods. And I couldn't get my camera together fast enough, because before you know it, when he got to the wood line, he went straight in. He didn't even hesitate. So, yes, have your camera ready. Take random videos and photos. Do whatever you need to do to catch this data, this information that's out here. There's already cameras out here, but your camera, your video recording option is another way to gather information. ZZ109 FM, absolutely. Let's see what else we got here. So in that attack, I think one or two of the young ladies lost their lives. One was injured. But the overall consensus was this was a random targeted attack. From what they gathered, they didn't know this man from Adam. But he selected them. He chose them. So when someone chooses you as a target, it looked as if he was sizing them up. He was following them. He was the only person consistently around them as they were moving through the subway to go to their change-up point. But he was constantly the same image around them. So when you see something similar, something that's in place and everything else is out of place, you've got to consider that a red flag. It's a problem. Why is this person going every place we're going? Obviously, he may be on the same trail with the same passes to get to the same destination. But today in 2025, you have to consider that a red flag. Yes, we're all going to the same place, but we don't know you. We don't know what your intentions are. As far as we're concerned, we're going to snap a picture of you, just in case your intentions are negative. Because you don't know what anyone's intentions are in 2025. All right, let's keep it moving here. Let's keep it moving. This is very interesting. So in a city, a police officer, for many years, has been going up and down the streets of the city, enforcing the law. Yet we find that he is an illegal immigrant. He's been doing this for 10 years now. We find out that he is an illegal immigrant. So I look at this, and I look at the chief of police next to him and some lieutenant or captain next to him, and they're not black people. They're responsible for following the rules when it comes to the I-9. The I-9 every year verifies employment and your status here in the country. It asks specific questions and it asks for certain documents. So what documents did this person have that allowed him to get past that process that you and I would probably not get through if we didn't have our documentation today? In the last 12 months or more since Trump has been in office, that I-9 has been scrutinized and been trying to eliminate people from their jobs. In the last 12 months, it's been jumping out saying, oh, need your documents. Oh, need your documents. Yet this police officer, gone to the academy, who knows what type of officer he is, but he's obviously one without any integrity, has been going up and down the streets enforcing the law, and he is an illegal immigrant. The question here is, how did he get past the I-9 process, which has been in place as long as he's been an officer? Grandma, I got a red flag over here saying he had some inside help. He had some inside help. Maybe false documents. The information didn't specifically go into that because they were more focused on the fact that he was an illegal immigrant working as a police officer. But when you brought it up right away, it made a lot of sense. How is he getting past the I-9 process? How did he get past it? And after 10 years, That I-9 has came up a couple times, or has it came up? See, that's that double standard we're looking at, where certain places are applying the rules towards certain people and other places are not. So it's going to be interesting to see how this pans out, because I think there's some other people that are responsible for him being in that position. Absolutely. And that chief of police, that captain of operations, that human resources team, that filters all the people coming in to the department. Sounds like there's 3 or 4 people that need to be terminated besides the officer. The officer is not the only one to blame in regards to him being sworn an illegal immigrant. And the last area of concern is, who has he prosecuted over the last 10 years? I don't see him being a good cop. A good cop would have got his immigration status up to date within 10 years if it was the right thing to do. And if 10 more years had went by, would he still be an officer in an illegal status going up and down the street enforcing the law? I think he just got caught. Maybe by the current I-9 process, which is being enforced, mind you. So, rules are being applied to certain people, but not everybody. And that's the problem we have here in America. Rules aren't being applied to everyone. So we'll see how this pans out for this illegal police officer and all the people he may have put in jail in the last 10 years. How is this going to work out now that his integrity is shot and he's lied on the I-9, which is the federal form? On the federal form, it does tell you if you perjure yourself on the federal form, there is federal charges. And he and people around him can get federal time in prison. Let's see if those rules apply to them. ZZ109FM Talk Radio, this is Elsie Jenkins. Let's keep it moving. President Trump is telling us that the tariffs are going to provide us dividends, and the Americans are going to get $1,000 to $2,000 back in checks. Sounds good to you, Bob? What do you think, Bob? Are you going to take the money? Oh, yeah, I'm taking that money. I'm going down to the casino, buy me some new sneakers. I'm going to get me a new North Face jacket, and I'm going on me a road trip. Okay, Bob, it sounds like if you get the money, you spending it. LORATTI, what about you? What you going to do with that money? I don't know, because when we get money from the government, a lot of times it ends up being income, and I'm not trying to increase my income nonetheless. But if there's no strings attached to it, I might hold on to it. But I don't trust these people giving us money today. That's right, I don't trust this president giving us money either. Should be something in place that lets us know that any money coming from these tariffs is going to be supporting the improvements needed in this country. Giving people money to go spend nilly-willy is great, but how about we improve some things when it comes to the prices of food, the prices of living expenses? How about we push that money towards those areas to lower the cost of living before you just give us $2,000 to blow while we have a $500 electric bill due, a $2,000 a month rent due, and a sanitation bill for $300 to process turds. It doesn't make any sense that we're paying all of this money for these services. If I get some money, I'm just going to sit there and look at it because it's going to do something. It's either going to grow into a problem or it's just going to sit there. But I'm not messing with it. And then you're going to say you gave me something. You haven't given us anything but headaches over the last year or more. Chris Brown fight. Not Chris Brown, of course, was fighting, but the fans in the stadium in New Orleans were having a little skirmish, a little fisty. The ladies were getting a little antsy in there. What's wrong with you people? You get all dolled up and dressed up to get out, to enjoy life, and you don't know how to act. You don't know how to act. We have to understand that the privileges that we do have that are left, which are far and few, they're running dry, these privileges. It only takes one bad apple to mess it up for everybody. One bad apple. And who knows what they were fighting over, and who cares? You should be banned from being able to go to a concert for the rest of your life, ever again. Your faces should be right there on the doorways and the entranceways. No longer allowed to go to concerts. All right, Super Bowl is coming, and we were all hollering and screaming about Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny, Bad Bunny. Yeah, I made some comments about Bad Bunny, but now that they want to have George Strait in possible replacement of Bad Bunny, leave Bad Bunny there. Leave Bad Bunny. Don't put George Strait ass on the stage. Who knows when the last time he did a concert, and who knows any of his songs? I'd rather struggle through the Bad Bunny 45 minutes. I'd rather hear Spanish music than country music, no offense. Well, Grandma, I don't mind country music, but George Strait, not feeling it. Leave Bad Bunny alone. I'll make it through Bad Bunny. Please. Yeah, I ain't trying to do that, George Strait. I ain't trying to do it. So, if I say anything about Bad Bunny, I take it back. Bad Bunny is number one. Let's just let Bad Bunny do what Bad Bunny got to do for 40 minutes. Absolutely. Don't touch Bad Bunny. Leave the Bad Bunny there. Lord have mercy. All right, ZZ109FM, the world is changing. Things are changing. But one thing you need to be on top of is your security game. Be secure in yourself. Be secure in your home. Be secure when you go out and about. Look around and take note. These people out here, especially in Sam's Club, these people out here have little plans. Let me tell you about some of these people. One of these gentlemen was pushing the baskets together like he was working there. And when he came and got the basket, he said, "Do you have any change you can spare?" Now I looked at him, I was like, I thought you was a Sam's Club employee, but he was a smart ass bum that knew that if he was racking up the carts, he could get close to you. He got close to me to ask me for some damn money. See how smart these people are becoming? You think it's one of those employees, but it's actually one of those bums. And what are his intentions? If he wanted to rob someone, he's found a way to get close to them without them even knowing his intentions. He's got two baskets rolling towards you, and he grabs your basket as if he's helping you like a cart attendant, but he doesn't even work there. So you've got to be careful when these people approach you, with carts or without carts. We've got video here of this one lady who's out there in the morning time, but and she's asking for money. But what's strange about her is she's asking for $10. She's not just asking for money in general. She's asking for $10. Now, $10 don't seem like a lot, but when you go from whatever you can, provide me to $10, it sparks some people the wrong way. I noticed that. Some people would just say they didn't have it. But some people would just say all of a sudden, $10. Yeah, she specifically said $10. Give me $10. She didn't say, can I have it? She said, give me $10. So two things are happening here. You've got people approaching you during the holiday seasons coming up. That's what's happening. They're getting warmed up. But they're getting close to you. So you have to be alert. You have to be mindful that when these people approach you, you immediately just let them know, say no, thank you. And then don't let them too much out of your eyesight, but be mindful of them. But they should turn away and walk away pretty quickly after you tell them, no, thank you. I don't have anything to help you out with today. But you've got to be mindful because they're out and they're coming up with unique ways of getting close to people. And that's your only distance, is your only barrier when it comes to protecting yourself. The more they take away that distance from you, the less time you have to react to their actions. So keep distance. Keep the carts between you and that person. ZZ109FM Talk Radio. This is Elsie Jenkins. We're looking at the people on the road today, riding with my granddaughter and trying to get her to drive, and I see she's already got a lead foot. But it doesn't make any sense, all you drivers out here today, especially during rush hour, racing through and dodging back from lane to lane to get nowhere. Every 4 o'clock to 5:30, it's the same damn people doing this every day. You're not getting anywhere by dodging from lane to lane. Oh, you're such a good driver. You're not causing an accident. Okay. It's just that day when you do cause an accident. Why? Because every day you do this. And every day you get no further than anybody else around you to where you're trying to get to. We need drones in the air that can see these people, identify them, and pull their license from them, because they do not need to drive. They need to take an Uber and spend the money it costs to get back and forth to work, and see how they enjoy that. ZZ109FM, these people out here in this world are crazy, and you've got to start getting your mindset ready to deal with these people every day. Do not let them get close up on you, and by all means, tell them exactly what they need to do. Get away from me. Tell them. Don't sugarcoat it. I don't have anything to give you. These people are out there watching you before you even get to your car. Before you even get to your car, we sat there and we observed this lady, and she walked around. As soon as they rolled up with their basket, she kind of beelined around to them, asked them for money. We got it. You can see the video there. You can see her beelining and going over there and asking them for money. $10. $10. $10. It's what we have to deal with out here, and you need to be ready to deal with it. All right, it's a beautiful October. We're getting closer to November and December, but we want to make sure we make it to 2026. And to get there, we got to make the right decisions. We want you to have a good weekend and a good rest of October. This is Elsie Jenkins signing off with LORATTI and 10th grade education Bob on ZZ109FM Talk Radio.